Hey, what's going on? It's AJ Mirza from OnlineSuperCoach.com. I want to share how to increase your online personal training prices. Now, keep in mind that a lot of people that sell online training or have online personal training are just not knowing what they're doing. And I forgive them because they don't have the right systems and they don't have the education to do it the right way. You see a lot of people on Instagram or Facebook that are in shape say, I offer online training, right? And if you ever ask them, like, what does your online training consist of? It's like $30, $40 a month. It's a joke. You can't make a serious living out of it, right? They don't have any systems in place. And one of the biggest things that you could do to increase your income with online training is to increase your prices, right? You have to increase the value you give, because keep in mind, the more a person pays, the more they pay attention. So typically I start selling online personal training for $1,000 and up. I have a $1,000 program and a $5,000 program. Some of my students have up to $10,000 programs, right? Because they realize that they'd rather work with less people and charge more money. And I know what you're thinking. How do I charge a lot of money? How do I get people to pay me what I'm worth, right? It's all about how you sell your program, how you market your program, right? Because the first point of contact a client has with your marketing campaign will determine how much they'll pay for your program, all right? So without getting too complicated with that, it's like, let's say for example, I put a piece of advertising out for my online personal training program. The moment they get into my piece of advertising, I'm building up the value, I'm showing them how it could help them, and I'm also warming them up. So I'm showing my credibility, my authority, how they could trust me, and I have a little warm-up series, right? So like I could do that through a webinar or a video series, right? If a person watches my webinar for about 45 minutes to an hour, I'm showing them how awesome I am, how I can help them, and what I've developed myself, how I have a very successful, high profitable online personal training business. I share all my systems, right? It's all these things that I do in that presentation, right? But if I were to call somebody out of the blue and say, hey, listen, do you want me to coach you? I would be like a 2-hour conversation. They'd probably hang up the phone on me like, who's this guy? But they go into my marketing system, they watch my webinar or my video series, and they say, wow, this man can help me. And once they realize that, all of a sudden everything changes, because my value increases exponentially and I could increase my prices by the time I talk to them. Let's say if a person doesn't know who you are, they're like a 1 or a 2 out of a scale of 10, right? Ice cold. Who the hell is this person and how could they help me? But if your marketing builds a value, it warms them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the time they speak to you, 8 or a 9. On the phone call, it's a 10, and you close them with a high ticket price, right? So there's a lot of ways to warm up your clients, your prospects, to make them customers, right? So if you want to look at different ways how to increase your prices and how to increase the value of your online fitness coaching program, check out my website, OnlineSuperCoach.com. I have a lot of stuff I share over there, and that's that. I'm AJ, and I'm committed to helping you grow your online personal training business. Oops.